Fight for the value of your person. Fight for the virtue of your pride. Fight with the radiant certainty and the absolute rectitude of knowing that yours is the morality of life and that yours is the battle for any achievement, any valor, any grandeur, any goodness, any joy that has ever existed on this earth.
Hey, I'm Malena Cox and welcome to the channel. Look, if you clicked on this video, I'm guessing you're not here for the basics. You've already built something. You're already seeing success. But you know in your gut there's more and you're ready to go after it. Here's the thing though, you don't want to lose yourself in the process. You don't want to build a business that runs your life. You want to scale, yes, but on your terms. And that's exactly what we're going to talk about on this channel. So, who am I and why should you listen? Fair question. I've spent the last decade working with business owners, people just like you, helping them scale, build killer teams, and honestly, figure out how to make this whole entrepreneurship thing sustainable. Not just the business part, but the life part too. I've worked with all kinds of entrepreneurs, tech founders, service-based business owners, people in completely different industries, and you know what I've noticed? The ones who really break through aren't just good at business. They've figured out something deeper, they've learned to lead with confidence, they've built businesses that actually fit their lives, and they're not afraid to do things their own way. That's what I'm passionate about. Yes, I love a good growth strategy or a solid team building framework, but I also believe that who you are matters just as much as what you know. Your style, your confidence, your unique approach, that's not separate from your business success. It's central to it. Here's what I see all the time, and maybe you've experienced this too. You're working your tail off, but you've hit this plateau, growth has slowed down, your team isn't quite getting it, and honestly, you're exhausted. You're starting to wonder if this is just what scaling feels like, constant stress and never-ending work. But here's what I've learned. It's usually not about working harder. It's about a few specific things that are missing. Maybe you haven't built the systems yet that let you actually step back. You're still the one putting out every fire, approving every decision. You've become the bottleneck in your own company. Or maybe you're struggling with the leadership piece. You can hire people, sure, but building a team that actually performs at a high level, that's a whole different skill set. And if you don't have that figured out, you end up doing everything yourself anyway. Sometimes it's simpler than that. Your business growth just isn't aligned with what you actually want your life to look like. So you're successful, but you don't feel successful. You feel trapped. And here's one that doesn't get talked about enough. You might be trying to follow someone else's playbook instead of creating your own. Someone told you there's a right way to do this, and you're trying to fit into that mold, even though it doesn't feel right. Sound familiar? Yeah, I thought so. That's exactly why I created this channel. I wanted a place where we could talk about all of it, the strategy stuff and the real stuff. We're going to dive into actual scaling strategies, the kind that work, how to build systems, how to create offers that scale, how to structure your business so it doesn't fall apart the second you take a vacation. Real tactical stuff you can use. We're going to talk a lot about building teams because let's be honest, you can't do this alone. I'll show you how I've helped entrepreneurs attract the right people, create cultures where people actually want to perform, and develop leaders who can run things without you micromanaging every detail. And yes, we're going to talk about balance. I know, everyone talks about work-life balance, but I'm talking about something different. I'm talking about building a business that supports the life you actually want, not one that consumes it. Because what's the point of a 7-figure business if you're miserable? Plus, we're going to get into the personal side. Your presence as a leader, your confidence, how you show up and communicate. This stuff matters more than people realize. I've seen talented entrepreneurs hold themselves back simply because they didn't believe they could lead at the next level. We're not doing that here. So here's what you can expect from this channel. Every week, new content to help you level up. Some videos will be super tactical, specific strategies you can implement right away. Others will focus more on leadership and mindset. I'll share real stories from entrepreneurs who've been where you are and made it to the other side. And I'll give you frameworks that actually work. I'm also going to keep it real with you. I'll tell you what works and what doesn't. I'll share the mistakes I've seen and the ones I've made myself so you don't have to repeat them. No BS, no sugarcoating, just honest, practical advice from someone who's been in the arena. My whole goal here is to help you build something incredible that also feels good. Revenue and impact, absolutely, but in a way that doesn't cost you your health, your relationships, or your sanity. So if that sounds like what you need right now, go ahead and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you catch every video. And do me a favor, drop a comment and tell me what you're struggling with most right now in your business. What does your next level look like? I actually read these comments and they help me create content that's genuinely useful for you. Look, you didn't come this far just to stay where you are. There's another level waiting for you, and I'm excited to help you get there. I'm Malena, and I'll see you in the next one.